Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Liv's Thoughts. Today, we're going to be talking about being scared and doing it anyway. Your comfort zone will be the death of you if you choose to never take risks. It will turn your dreams into dreams. It will turn your ambitions into a once was the thing you wanted to do. And being scared and doing it anyways is about getting out of your comfort zone and pushing yourself to grow in an uncomfortable situation. And if you haven't heard me talk about it for the first 27 bazillion times on this channel, but I am in fact moving to Austin at the end of the month. I'm moving to Austin at the end of the week, not the end of the month anymore. I'm moving literally on Sunday. I'm beyond scared. I'm so nervous, and I'm doing it anyway. I'm leaving my entire life here behind. I'm leaving my first chosen life behind. I'm not leaving my given life, and like leaving my hometown was so beyond easy for me to just dip the fuck out of there because I didn't like the people. Not to be like I didn't like my friends, and I don't think any of them watched that, but sorry to say that, guys. But like, I was excited to leave because I just didn't feel like the people around me were my people and people that really understood me well. And not to say that they wouldn't nowadays, because like, who knows, we've all grown so much, but that was my given life. Like, I was not forced to be around and forced to have that same daily schedule, but moving to LA was the first time I got to choose who I hung out with, choose where I worked, choose how I spent my days. Like, it was all my autonomy at this point when I moved out here. So leaving this and leaving the things that I chose to take a risk and push myself to move somewhere I've never been, don't know literally a single soul there. I'm choosing not to know anyone before I move out there because I'm not trying to get into any weird friendships that I don't necessarily want to be in. And I feel like I can read people very well in person, so I'm trying to, like, be smart and being intentional with my move. And I just know from so many times of leaving places that the minute I have left and stepped out, it has pushed me to a point where I've had to learn a lesson that I've never seen before, or I've had to figure something out that I've never really known how to do. And it's pushed me to this point where I'm collecting all of these like different life lessons and tools and skills to create the person I am today. When I first left the gym that I started like first ever coaching at here, I knew I needed to leave, and I became manager at my new gym when I left because I knew that like my growing at the gym was not going to go anywhere else. I learned everything I needed to learn from that place, and I had to step away. And the minute I stepped away, I was brought into this new world of challenges. But now I have manager at the age of fucking 20 on my resume. Like, I was managing a gym at the age of 20, and I have that on my resume now. You know what I mean? So like, if it wasn't for me leaving, I would have never gotten that opportunity, and I would have never become full-time at the gym. And then when I left there, I learned how to deal with like this weird kind of learning how to keep a connection with these people I really like while also having a boss there that doesn't like me. So like, it brought on this whole new set of challenges I had to face. And I feel like I'm much more adept to handling change in the work environment now, not so much like my home environment. But yeah, this is the first time I'm leaving an apartment that I really loved and wanted to stay in. And I love where I live, and I love the people that are around me, even though sometimes they piss me off. But like, I truly do love everyone around me, and I like my life right now, and I'm just comfortable, and I'm not growing anymore, and I need to grow in order to change and get past this little sticky point in my life. And I think this is where so many adults get stuck, is this feeling of feeling comfortable and feeling loved and feeling supported and almost in place and properly, like, oh, my life's finally lining up and everything's falling into place. Yes, that's super important, but did you reach the goals that you wanted to reach, or are you just finally in a spot now where you're comfortable? You're not living paycheck to paycheck. And yes, that is important, and yes, that's like a big thing and nowadays, but like, if you're passionate about something and you have a dream and ambition and a goal that you are trying to reach, do not let yourself get comfortable, because the minute you get comfortable, it is so fucking hard to make the leap and change it up. Like, it is beyond difficult to tell yourself that this life that you are living is not the life that you dream for yourself, even though you might be happy when you're on your deathbed, when you're 75, 85, 95, whatever age you die. Are you going to be content because you let yourself be comfortable just for the sake of convenience and the sake of like maybe financial stability. And again, everyone has different goals in this life. So financial stability is your goal and you found that and that's what you want. You want a family, you want to settle down, you want to be in that comfortable position. That's the life for you. That's the life you get to live. But some people out there, like, I just think of my mom in this situation, and she was really handed a life that's like, I don't want to say unfortunate, but she's just gotten the fucking butt end of the stick every single time. And seeing her like now be 53, changing careers for like the 5th time, I feel like, in my childhood, like seeing her change from job to job. And now she's a realtor and she's doing what she's wanted to do for a very long time. And being able to have a mom that's not willing to like be comfortable just because she like wants to be there and is like really searching for more ways to like, number one, make more money, but create a better life for herself and follow the dream that she did have a few years ago. It's inspiring to watch. Like it makes me feel a lot more comfortable with my decision to leave here. And it's just sad to watch people give up on their dreams and give up on their hopes just because they want familiarity and stability and comfortability. And again, I'm not trying to say that that is not a goal a lot of people have, because especially in our world now, stability is beyond nice, don't get me wrong. But if you have something you're trying to accomplish, your dreams are not going to wait for you. Like, you need to catch up to them. Like, it's not just going to be like this one point where you turn 45 and, oh my god, you have all the money in your bank account, you reached your final career goal. Like, no, you actually have to put the work in now. And the work comes when you're 20, and the work comes when you're in your early 20s, and pushing yourself to get out of your comfort zone. Because even I feel like getting out of your comfort zone and putting yourself in situations where you're forcing yourself to grow, it just builds character, and it builds character in like ways that maybe you would have never known, that skills you never would have known you were good at. One of my friends taught me that, like, even if you do a job that you don't like very much and it's new, like for example, I worked at a t-shirt warehouse for like a month. I worked there for 2 weeks. I'm lying. I worked there for 2 weeks. It just wasn't the job for me. But now I know how to run an Amazon store. Now I know how to inventory product, and I know how to package stuff, and I know how to ship stuff out through bulk, like through businesses and bulk businesses. And that is a skill I never would have had before. And who knows, like maybe one day when I I open my gym and I want to do all this stuff, maybe I'll have my own brand, you know what I mean? And maybe I'll need to know these things and have to sell these things. And that's a skill that, oh, I learned that when I was actually 21 and working at this warehouse thing, and just for a little bit of time, you know what I mean? So it just builds character, and it builds these tools you put in your tool belt to help you in the future. And again, creating this life you want to live. And I hate to say it, but like, sometimes shit doesn't work out and shit doesn't go exactly as planned, but you're never going to know unless you try. And I promise you, most of the time, things do work out. If you believe in yourself, it's going to work out. It will. I promise. That's all I had to say this morning. Peace, love, and happiness. As always, love you guys so much. And I will talk to you later.